Investing in Magic, albeit risky, has proven that it can give huge returns, easily reaching 15, 20, even 30% annually. Unfortunately, most people who put in all the time and energy and money into trying to invest in Magic don't actually receive those returns because of one critical mistake. We're going to reveal this mistake and discuss how you can avoid it so that your money can work properly for you and help make you rich. And this isn't just for investing in Magic, but it applies for all investments, whether that's real estate, stocks, bonds, etc. The basic idea of investing is very simple. It's that you put aside cash or your purchasing power now in hopes that it grows, and in the future you'll have more cash or purchasing power down the road. Unfortunately, many people who are doing this are simply doing it wrong, and thus they're losing out on major returns, or even worse, they're actually losing money on their investment. Now, they're not losing money because the commodity, in our example a Magic Booster Box, goes down in value. It's actually a good investment that over time has a good return. The problem is that they're not financially ready to enter the market and play the game. To use a Magic phrase, they're missequencing their money allocation. Let's dive into an example. Our friend Gideon is a good guy. He's working hard, trying to get ahead in life, and he says, I'm going to start investing. That's how I really want to get ahead. And so he brings home $2,000 a month. And he's got his expenses. He's got a nice place in Theros, so he pays rent every month. He's got to buy some food. He's got, he works out a lot. He's got a heavy appetite. Got to buy his supplements, get big and strong. He's got gas and car insurance, phone, miscellaneous. So at the end of the day, he has an extra $100 a month. Let's look at what Gideon's doing right, which is a lot. First and foremost, he does have a budget, which is huge. A lot of people, they just kind of close their eyes and hope at the end of the month they have some money left over, which doesn't really happen unless you actually have a budget. Step 2, he has that extra income. He's spending less than he makes, which is really important. He has his spending under control. Step 3, we're going to assume that he has no debt. That's a subject for another video. And then number 4 is he wants to take that extra money at the end of each month and actually invest it. He has that good motivation. Much like our friend Jerry pulling the switch, it's the perfect plan.
It's a perfect plan. So inspired, so devious, yet so simple.
But here's the big problem with this plan, and something that we want to make sure we all avoid. There is absolutely no cushion for the unpredictable events in life that are going to happen. That means there's no cushion at all. He has no liquid cash for if his phone breaks, or he needs a car repair, or maybe he gets sick and has to miss a little bit of work. For this plan to work, everything in life has to go perfectly according to plan every single day forever. And that's just not reality. That's like drawing the perfect mix of lands and spells in your opening hand in every game of Magic for the rest of your life. You never experienced Mana Flood, you definitely have never seen Mana Screw, and you've never drawn only threats when you need some answers. So when any one of these unpredictable life events happens, which they inevitably will, he now has to take these Magic boxes that he worked really hard for to save and earn for and get and take the risk on, and he has to sell them way too early, which is a big problem with Magic investing and a lot of other assets, but specifically Magic, which is really not liquid at all, meaning it's not easily convertible to cash. So in order to take his Magic box and to convert it into cash, there are some barriers. It's going to take time and energy, but specifically a lot of money in selling costs. Very quickly, Gideon's plan turns into Gideon's downfall, and here are some numbers to prove my point. The selling costs are 12% plus shipping. That's going to be pretty standard. On most platforms that you're selling, you're going to take a big hit on selling costs for those platform fees. So in this first example, things are going pretty well. He took a $100 box, and eventually he turned it into $135. He sat on it and had a pretty good return. Great, 35%, awesome. Well, after his selling cost of 12%, he's left with $119. Still not bad, a 19% return. And he's got to pay $15 for shipping. Now it's $104, a 4% return. He made a little bit of money, but considering all the energy and effort and risk he made, $4 is nothing to write home about. But it's better than some of these other scenarios. In scenario 2, he holds onto his box long enough for it to go up 20% from $100 to $120. Pretty good. Now, after his selling costs of 12%, he's left with only $105, a 5% return. After shipping, he's now left with $90. So he took all that energy and investment and time and lost $10 for it. That's a shame. Scenario 3, this is what we call Bone City. He took an initial loss down to $90, which is fine. He said, that's okay, I'm not panicking, I'm not worried, I want to wait out the storm. And then he broke his phone. He said, all right, I really need a new phone. I got to replace it. I got to sell a box. I have to just lock in my loss and sell at $90, which sucks. So now after his selling costs, he's left with $79. Then after shipping, he gets $64. So he lost 36% of his money. man, he was willing to wait it out. He had all the right intentions. He didn't say, oh, I'm panicking. Oh my gosh, my box went down in value. He wanted to wait it out, but life events happened and he did not have the cash cushion to allow for those life events. This is why it's absolutely crucial to build up a cushion of cash and cash equivalents, your CC&Es, to prevent you from having to sell and liquidate your assets when you're not ready to do so. This gives you a nice cushion and margin of safety for unexpected life events that are unpredictable but guaranteed to happen. This is a really important step that has to be taken in order to invest wisely that too many people are skipping. Don't be one of them. I have a ton more videos in the pipeline like this that are personal finance principles with magic analogies. Make sure you catch them all by subscribing and joining the Wolfpack.